Well, it's June 23rd, journal number, I think, 3, in my journey through legal blindness. Good news, I guess, this morning. My vision didn't change for the first time in weeks. Stabilized at about 15 inches, basically, for functional clarity, I guess is the way I would word it. I mean, it's not clear, but it's clear enough, basically. So that's encouraging. Now, granted, I'm prepared for the fact that it's probably going to change again. That's just normal. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure out how to hit buttons, and that's not working real well. So, at any rate, the this week this week's been better. You know, I am trying to do what the counselors say and pull back a little bit, and say no where it's okay to say no. And focus on learning the Braille and things like that. Which Braille 1 is not too bad. I've been looking at Braille 2 a little bit, and that's cart before the horse, but whoo, boy, that's going to be an interesting one when we get there, but that's okay. Just part of life's challenges. The probably the biggest thing this week, again, continues to be my struggle to give myself grace, but also give others grace with this. I get frustrated and trying not to, which is a struggle. It's a my spouse and I are both learning to adapt to this, and yesterday I wanted to help her rake out some mulch, which wouldn't normally be that big of a deal in the past, but I couldn't tell the depth of the mulch. Which kind of makes it hard when you're trying to rake out the mulch to get it right. But at the end of the day, it might not have been as perfect as what I would have previously liked, but good enough is where I would put that. And then, of course, as I was walking back in the house, instead of coming in the front door, which I'm used to, and I know the number of steps in the front and the back, but what I didn't realize was that there's or didn't remember, there's a difference in height in the ground and the concrete back there. So I was focused on the stairs I was going to have to do, but there's a concrete pad before the stairs, and I twisted my ankle, twisted my knee. No, wasn't using my cane because I'm just walking from the front yard to the backyard, and it's flat all around. And so, at any rate, that was a little frustrating, but it's just things you got to get used to. It's not the end of the world on that. Making progress though with the Braille learning, and that's one of those things that luckily for me, I'm code driven, I'm numerical by nature in my understanding of things. So the Braille 6L makes a lot of sense to me. The memorization coming up with Braille 2 when I'm done with Braille 1, that right there might be a bit of a challenge, but we'll see. It might flow in pretty easily like the Braille 1's been. I'm trying to work on my finger pads, trying to get that going. As for where things are at, I mean, at the end of the day, I am happy that my vision didn't slide again this week. That's pretty cool. If it slides next week when I test it out, I'm not going to cry into my pillow. I understand that this is just part of the journey. It's going to probably slide, stabilize. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm praying to the Lord Jesus that this stabilization lasts for as long as it's supposed to, as long as it can. But ultimately, not defined by this per se. Things are done differently, but definitely not defined by it. So, pretty encouraging week. I've got to learn not to get as frustrated when people are trying to help me and it's not going real well. They're doing their best and I'm doing my best, and it's just got to be good enough. And so beyond that, nothing really too crazy. You know, it's I admit that I've always been able to drive and be very independent, and so that's the challenge. And I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, um, I do think about that still most days. I can't just jump in the vehicle and run down to the store if I want something. I've got to ask my spouse and for transportation, and be understanding if she doesn't feel like it. The Luckily, for about a week or so now, I haven't been waking up anymore every morning going, well, if I just had better glasses, then maybe I could see. That's gone, which is good because it was driving me insane. Because glasses with my condition won't do anything. They don't help. In fact, they hurt. They get super migraines and whatnot. And the correction is just not. It's barely there, if at all, and it's not even worth the migraine. And there for a long time, I was waking up every day and fighting with myself, going, well, if I just found better glasses, maybe I'd be okay. Then I'd go, well, no, dodo bird, that's not how this condition works. So luckily, that's pretty much gone. Now it's more of the, I want to go down and get some ice cream. Not that I need it, but then I have to, remember I can't do that, and I need to ask others for their time and plan things out a lot more, and be very mindful of that. So that's really the biggest pieces, right now. Looking forward to getting the Braille label makers, so I can start labeling things around the house, because I think that's going to make it a lot easier for memorization, so that I can, physically practice it and do it every day, while I have good, what I consider to be relatively good functional vision. The I'm trying really hard to learn that stuff. I've got a couple of times a week, for 30 minutes to an hour that I sit down and do it. And if you're wondering, well, why wouldn't you do it every day or whatever? It's very tiring. It's That's the one thing I will say about this journey into legal blindness that I wouldn't have expected or known. I mean, not that there's not a lot, but it's the things, for me to accomplish the same task as what I did before, and I can most things. The mental energy taken from it is exhausting, and I wouldn't have expected that. So sitting down trying to learn Braille, after 30 minutes to an hour, I am wiped out. I mean, like I just went to the gym and hit it hard, wiped out. So that's something that I'm hoping that over time, it's like going to the gym. Over time, you can build up your muscles. You can push further and longer and whatnot. And so I'm hoping that learning this stuff gets easier and wears me out less. I have to take a little more breaks to get the same task accomplished. I can still do it, but I'm used to running 14 hours straight, barely going to the bathroom, and that's just not reality. I have to slow it down to make sure I don't make errors, because I get mentally exhausted faster. So that's one thing that I would say, if you know somebody going through this, that just be aware that they might be able, and they might not. It depends on the person, I guess, but they might be able to accomplish the same task. It's just going to take them a little longer. So unless they ask you to take it over for them, let them have their time. It's important. But at any rate, this week's a much better week than last week, and I'm looking forward to the next week, because you know what? Every day you wake up, it's something new. It's a new curiosity. You don't know what's going to happen. The hummingbird might fly left versus right, or whatever analogy you want to use, but it's never the same as yesterday, and it's always a unique curiosity. So it's well worth taking a look at and just enjoying it. And that would be the thing I would tell you, that my entire life I have run so hard and so fast that I've never slowed down to even notice that hummingbird on the back deck, or that, whatever you want to think about. And, I'm not going to say I regret it, because, you can't change it by any means. But I will say that, man, the people that are more like, it's alrighty, man, slowing it down a little bit, enjoying life and whatnot, man, I think they're on to something, because it goes too fast. And, uh, you really, really, really should stop and smell the roses. That is so cliche to say out loud, but man, it's true, because this disability has given me more ability to slow down and just take it all in. And God's creation is so great. Slow down and take it all in. If there's any piece of advice I could give a sighted person from a low visually impaired, legally blind in my case person, it would be simply this: slow down, take it all in, enjoy God's creation. I wish I'd have done that more throughout my entire life. I'm doing it now, and I'm blessed to still be alive to be able to do that. That God's given me the opportunity to slow down and take it all in. And man, it just, I thought in the past that the rewards and the fulfillment were from the hustle and bustle and doing all the societal, working 4 jobs and blah, blah. Man, it doesn't even come close to slowing it down and taking it all in. It's amazing. It's a beautiful, amazing world. I'd encourage you heavily, don't miss out on it. Enjoy it. All right, y'all. Keep it real. Y'all be good out there. Peace.